Hey guys, DeltaCanuckian here, and I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation 4 today. What you're seeing on your screen right now is one of the games that was shown off, and this is actually a live gameplay demo of Killzone Shadowfall. This is what the PS4 is expected to look like. The games that were shown were not actually running on a PS4. The actual console was not shown. It was on a PC that was using basically the guts of what will make up the PS4. You know, all the RAM, the video card, all the same specs. And I'll start off by talking about the specs of the console so far. I'm not really into PC gaming. I kind of have a lower end computer that I can play some games on kind of lower settings, and I need to upgrade. I know that. So I'm sure there will be people that can correct me if I make a mistake, but from everything I've read, everything I've seen, and everything I've heard, it sounds well, really impressive. It's got 8 cores, it's got 8 gigs of RAM, and when you're comparing that to what the PlayStation 3 had, the PlayStation 3 had 512 megabytes of RAM. Megabytes. This has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's running on an AMD next generation Radeon based graphics engine. Yeah, that's the video card. So the details are still kind of sketchy. Obviously, this isn't coming out till the end of the year, till holiday 2013. So details are still kind of sparse, and they may change. But that's the general. Oh yeah, and the memory. It's GDDR5. It's GD, yeah, well, that kind of RAM. Apparently that's really, like, crazy awesome. I know nothing about it, but that is what I'm reading, that is what I'm hearing. So it sounds impressive, and obviously you're seeing it at work here. This is Killzone 4, this is Killzone Shadowfall. And of course there's the new controller. I'm not going to put any pictures on screen. You can look it up, the DualShock 4. It looks just bigger, bulkier, better shape for adult hands, and more ergonomic, just like an overall improvement on the DualShock 3. And I mean, the prototype pictures we were finding that leaked were really worrisome. It looked terrible, but you know, they've got it in an actual proper casing, and it's all done up, and it looks very sleek and futuristic and cool. Even the motion sensor that glows and changes colors, a la the ball on the PlayStation Move, looks really cool. It looks awesome, and I just look at it and I'm like, I want to hold it in my hands. That sounded extremely creepy, but I'm excited for PAX Prime because undoubtedly the PS4 will be there, and I want to play this game that you are watching right now. Killzone, oh, there's the Hellgast, yes. So I'm a huge Killzone fan. It's one of my, favorite series out there. If you watch my video on the top 5 shooters this generation, Killzone 2 is up at number 2. I think it's one of the best games released this generation. Definitely one of the best shooters. If you haven't watched that video, I'll put an annotation up there. But I'm really excited. This it's Killzone. It looks like it still has the weighty feel of Killzone, and the Hellgast are still there, but it looks nothing like Killzone. And that's something that I think Sony was really smart in doing. They've got established franchises that will hopefully be launch titles for the PlayStation 4, which the PlayStation 3 didn't have, but they're almost like they've hit the reset button on the franchise. It's not like they have Infamous 3 or Killzone 4. It's Killzone Shadowfall and Infamous Second Son. New characters, new setting. In Killzone's case, we're revisiting Vecta about 20-30 years after the events of Killzone 3. And it's going to be very different from the way we saw it in the original Killzone. But, this game just looks impressive. It still looks like Killzone, but it also looks like something new. I'm not a huge fan of shooters these days, but this is a game that I'm just looking at like, holy shit, I want to play. Give me. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw me freaking out about this game as they showed it. And very little is known other than it's taking place on Vecta, I believe 21 years after Killzone 3. You're playing as a new character, and the war is supposedly over. The Helghast and Vectins are now living side by side, which you will see at a point in this trailer. And now what's happened is, you know, a new generation has come along that wants to reignite the war because they think that the Helghast are a superior race. So that's all, you know, fine and dandy, but obviously very little known, other than this is in-engine, this is gameplay, this was played live. This is what you can expect from the PlayStation 4, and if that's just the launch titles, imagine a few years down the road when developers really harness the power. And I think that's the big thing, that the PS4 is basically just a supercharged PC. It's going to be very easy for developers to get a hang and develop, unlike the PlayStation 3 with the cell processor, which took them years to figure out. Many of them still just don't like developing for the PS3 because it's very difficult and complicated, whereas this is... Sony made a big deal about how they went to the developers to get input from them, and, you know, this is a game that's been made by the developers for the developers, and it's going to result... I think it's going to result in some friggin' amazing games. This sequence here, flying throughout, you know, Vecta City, is really impressive. I'm honestly speechless when it comes to this. And, you know, I'm a huge PlayStation guy. I will definitely be buying a PlayStation 4 after seeing this, but there's also so much we haven't seen. There's still a ton of Sony's first-party studios that are working on games that haven't shown anything. Naughty Dog, Quantic Dream hasn't announced their PS4 game. We haven't heard anything out of Polyphony about a Gran Turismo 6, which is undoubtedly on its way. There's just so much, like, to wrap my head around, and it's late, and I'm tired. And all I can say is Microsoft is gonna have to pull a fucking miracle out of their hat, because the Xbox, I've been thoroughly underwhelmed with both the Xbox 360 and Xbox Live in the year and a half I've owned one. I have to go out of my way to pick up games for the Xbox just to get use out of it. And I think, and Live, I think, is an archaic system, service that needs to be completely overhauled to be something a little more in line with PlayStation Plus, because online gameplay is free across the board except for the Xbox 360. Anyways, there's going to be a lot more that they'll be showing off at E3. I'm really excited to see that, and honestly, I can't wait. That's Killzone Shadowfall that you've seen on your screen. That's some pretty fucking impressive stuff, if I do say so myself. I'm tired. It's late. Thanks for watching the video. We'll be back posting more Dead Space, and I will try and get some more Call of Duty back, since I know many of you are subscribed for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.